you ever get the chance, ask if they will add any curses we can obtain by PvP.
Yeah.
Good call.
Your facial expression like that. What do you have to do? Like, what's that? Is that? ASMR. But what have you been doing on the map?
Hello everybody and welcome to the Sea of Thieves weekly stream where we're going to be doing Dark Relics this week, and to just get straight into it, next to me here is...
Joe Neate, executive producer on Sea of Thieves.
And in the brig, who do we have today?
Dillon, game designer.
And our wonderful guest for today is the one and only...
Pace22, Pace22 on Twitch TV.
The Reaper's Chest is already visible over there.
Indeed.
But for those of you who haven't played, obviously the Reaper's Chest is on the map for everyone to see. So I think we're going to go for that at the moment and see how long we can keep it on our ship.
Yeah.
You guys want to skin the boat? That's right, I like it. I got... Oh no.
While we're doing this, Pace, do you want to talk us through? Usually we ask what got you started in streaming and how long you've been streaming
for? So I started streaming about 5 years ago. I actually started streaming a game called Arcage, which was an ocean combat MMO, and I really enjoyed it. And when I was playing with my friends, I was always kind of the GM, and people always kind of looked to me for leadership when I streamed or when I played. So you should try streaming, and I was like, well, might as well give it a crack. And then from there, it kind of just kept growing. And when I saw Sea of Thieves coming out as like another ocean combat-oriented game, I kind of knew that would be right up my alley, and it turned out that it was. So it's worked out very well, and been very fortunate to be where I am as a streamer today. So it's been awesome.
Awesome. Yeah, it's been a real boost in the last year. Seeing it's been amazing to watch your channels get that love that they deserve.
Well, we met for about almost a year ago at last year's TwitchCon for the first time, didn't we, Pace? So I remember chatting to you for about an hour.
Yeah, that's right.
About just about all things Sea of Thieves, and it has been amazing to see just that growth and love, and for you to become like such a big part of the Sea of Thieves community and the streaming community around the game. It's been awesome. So yeah.
Yeah, I can't stress enough about how awesome the Sea of Thieves community is, especially as a streamer. I've never seen a community give so much support to streamers across the board in really any game, and I think that's really unique in this kind of era of gaming, so I like to keep that going, you know? Rare sales shut.
Is that right, Andrew?
Rare sales.
I love to see how it continues to evolve, and even just like the Reaper's Chest that's gone in now. This is the first time I've played this update, and I've been watching all the stories and watching everything kind of just being shared as a result of this, all the kind of battles and encounters. And I just love that you can put one single tool into this shared world, and suddenly it just drives different dynamics, and it is really watchable. It's really fun because we don't know what's going to happen. We don't know if someone's over there or is heading there too, right? So
exactly, like the unpredictability of it makes it what it is, you know. So it's one of those things, player-driven content almost, which I think is really important in a game like this, being an open world.
Yeah. Well,
tools, not rules.
Well, tools, not rules, right? It's even like tucking, right? Tucking wasn't a thing until you guys came up with it, and we were like, all right. Cool. Guess that's a mechanic now.
It's just, as a streamer, you're always looking to create, something different from, everyone else. And when that started happening, it was like easily the most popular thing on the channel, which was crazy. So, it's just looking for new ways to do things like that is really, it's a challenge, but it's a fun challenge to kind of come up with that unique content.
For the update that's coming on the 11th of September, that will include pets, and I'm pretty sure I've confirmed that already. But if not,
you said it.
If not, we may as well just get James Thomas back to leak stuff again. But I'm pretty sure we have. I've told everyone at Gamescom, so some of them were journalists.
Can we explain, Steve? You're probably best placed to this. Explain what the Reaper's chests are.
This is a double.
Two of them.
That's a double. We might want to anchor right there too, so we don't get smoked by this volcano or sails up.
Nice. What are the Reaper's chests?
They are chests, John.
But
Very much.
What do they do? What do they do?
So they're like an extension of the Reaper's Mark system we already have attached to boats, except in chest form. So once one is spawned on the server, you'll see these beautiful pillars of lights directing you to where they are. And it's essentially a beacon to everyone on the server to come and find them, and they reward doubloons rather than gold. So it's a very in-demand currency.
Yeah, it'll certainly be more in
loads of
demand
loot here,
when we talk
mermaid
about
gems.
the black market, right?
Exactly.
So I may or may not have been sitting in the air pockets of those ships and just waiting for people to come swim down there to get those and shoot them in the face.
And of course, we had your one with the tavern, right? Pace?
Oh yeah, the Sea Dog's
Yeah.
defense, man.
The Sea Dog defense, yeah, I saw that. It was you saying a
Maybe.
second ago, Joe, about how one item just inspires so much creativity from the community to create their own little events with it. It's really cool.
How valuable will
rich.
doubloons be in the future?
Good question.
I would personally hold on to them. That's the best answer to that.
Unless, of course, you want to use them to level skip between now and September the 11th.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because you're only going to get to do that once a month for each trading company after that.
After that point, yeah. So use them now if you want to level up.
Yeah.
They'll still cost the same after the reduction, but yeah, you can only get one per company per month.
I really can't stress enough, even if you're just looking for gold, that doing Reaper's chests is like by far the most profitable thing you can do right now. So you should all go do Reaper's chests. Not that that is influence of me hunting you down or anything, but it's definitely the most worth your time thing in the game.
Some love
How
out
do you
there.
do a heart thing? Like that, is it?
Well, that's a bit crap at the bottom, isn't it?
Like, I don't know. How do you do
Put
it?
it down
Like that? Like that? Me too. I've never declared my love for anyone live and stream, hence why I'm really struggling with the thing.
He usually waits
But-
till after the stream to declare his love for me.
That's true. And before.
I love Joe Sloops.
Yes,
This
it's
is I'm so excited for it to come to.
it's a very different pace of
Yeah.
things, right?
Hey.
But it really is right. Like in arena, if a galleon kind of goes past you now, it takes a long time to spin it back round and to get back towards you. Whereas, so you can kind of jump onto an island and spend some time there, knowing you've got the kind of just this breathing space basically before that ship's going to be back. But with the turning circles of the sloops and the speed and stuff, it's so much more intense. It really is. Like, and obviously, you only need 2 people as opposed to 4, so it's very different.
Feels good. It's just going to be a little bit of a different stream, obviously, because they're talking about the game, and I'm not going to be talking as much.
That
So,
must be a dead.
kind of like just enjoy it for the information and the banter and whatnot.
Yeah.
Oh well. Hold on.
Oh my god, they've all got weapons as well.
Look at this, this guy.
That was close.
Can you not steal the thing off him now with the
Let's try it.
You can
See
grab
if I
the
can
barrel.
take it out of the skeleton's hand.
Yeah,
Oh
that's
my
what I'm
God.
talking about. That's what
Let's
I'm
see if it'll work.
Hey! Now you
Join.
can use that on the gold skellies. This is-
Yeah.
Come standing there.
Look how stunned he looks. He's like, what's going on? What's it gone?
You broke him.
That was
He's a broken man.
What
His
have you
one,
done?
his one goal in life. That skeleton just looked so defeated when I took the barrel from him.
How many of the devs in the office have the Shrouded Ghost commendation?
I don't know if anybody
I
does,
don't.
actually.
Oh, I gotta put that on.
I don't know.
Let me go sneak that title on real quick for you guys. Won't make anyone upset. Don't worry about it. You guys have any questions for the developers? Yo, Sharkbait, thank you for the 500 bits. Tell those devs, give us a PvP faction. I'll ask them. I'll ask them. So chat wants to know if you guys ever have any plans or thinking about adding any kind of PvP faction to the game in the adventure mode.
I'll leave that.
And I'm gonna leave it to Joe.
So we just give James a call. I think, like my default politician's answer is to most things. There's things that sound cool and could make sense in Sea of Thieves, and things that kind of don't, and that definitely fits into the former. Like, so there's definitely, you know, conversations we've had and thoughts we've had around that kind of stuff internally, and Hold on, there's a skeleton coming to try and shut me up, basically. Like. I'm stuck.
I got stuck on the rock.
It's alright though. I only killed Steve, so I can carry on talking. But that's our button that we press panicked to try and distract people. What were we talking about? I can't remember. But no, so genuinely, like it's something that we've talked about, and we're kind of having conversations like how would that work? How would it make sense? But
Sure.
it's not against the kind of the realms of it at all, right? It's an adventure world. It's like we're always trying to drive different motivations and give rewards for all of the different kinds of motivations and stuff. So, but it's how would it work and what would we do and when would we do it is kind of more of the questions, I think. You know, and that'd be
Gotcha.
for Mike and Steve and the team to kind of to figure out really. So, but yeah, would never say never.
Variety.
Well, that's it, right? So Pace is pretty well renowned in the Sea of Thieves as the kind of the PvP guy, right? Like and like one of the most kind of skilled and feared pirates in the world, right? Like when we did Twitch Rivals, when we do that, and they're looking, Pace is in that team's going to win, and that's what we always wanted, right? Was create a world where people could become legends and legendary, and I think within our community, kind of, that's what Pace is, right? People know him as that type of player, that type of pirate, which I love. So, yeah, you're absolutely bang on with that.
Appreciate that.
But it's true though, right? It's like that's what you're renowned for, and like it's like what you'll see in the chat when on Twitter when we're like, oh yeah, Pace is playing with this. Oh, cool, it's Pace. Like it's like that's what Sea of Thieves is. You know, it's like Captain Falcon's the lore guy, right? And
We got really lucky on this quest, by the way. We got 2 ritual skulls and some good items. It's a good one.
Nice.
I mean, you know, it's just how it's meant to be. You know, too hard.
Streamer devil it, 100%.
Into the
By the way, I'm bringing this explosive barrel across out of habit. Do we want it?
I'm looking in the.
All right, we got a barrel.
next to us.
I'll make sure that it doesn't get used against
Joe
us.
Neate dubstep doubloons.
Yes. Where shall I put the barrel? In the crow's nest, or
Yeah.
are you pointing a gun at me, Pace?
No. Caught.
It'd be nice to have some trading company related flags to signal which type of ship or voyage you're on. So that's a really cool suggestion.
That'll let me know what I can take from you. I like that. You should put that in. I missed a dono from Mr. Lovewell. Asked if they'd host a community contest to design cosmetics. All right, I could ask that. On all day donated
I had a lot
$5.
of
If you
fun
ever get the
watching
chance,
you do
ask if they will add
karaoke.
any curses we can obtain by PvP.
Yeah.
Good
In fact,
call.
it's really
I will
great
ask
kind
both of those questions. So
easy.
I've got a couple questions. If you guys can maybe answer them.
Yeah.
One, Mr. Lovewell wants to know if you guys ever would consider doing like a community contest to create a cosmetic, like an outfit set. Consider it maybe.
I'll totally consider it.
Consider it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I think that's a really cool idea, to be honest.
We talked about it before. With we used to do those community contest challenges for like Forsaken Shores and Curse Sales and stuff.
Oh, we did, didn't we?
Yeah.
Oh, Kraken! I almost said what's cracking, dude. Beers.
Oh, see, they all look slightly lanky.
Asking at a
no matter
Pace
what
point
pirate
sale?
you have.
Thank you.
Whoa.
I've never seen a tentacle through the boat like that. That was weird.
Didn't happen.
So I wanted to ask you guys too, in a lot of the PvP community. Obviously, I've talked about this with a bunch of different people, but do you guys plan on tuning Arena to maybe a little more PvP oriented than like weighing it so heavily on the chests?
TBD, I think. Like we're
Okay.
we're working on some tweaks and changes at the moment around trying to make the session like to give everybody a chance of staying in the session longer, if you know what I mean, because it can be easy for one crew to get a lead and it almost be unassailable at the moment. So we want to kind of give more people, like that's kind of one of our main session focuses at the moment. But it's definitely things that we want to try and test around just different spins and different kind of just core experiences for Arena. So
Gotcha.
I think, and honestly, I think that's the kind of stuff where we would test it in Insiders, and we'd make some tweaks, we'd go and test it, we'd take feedback. So the focus is very much shoring up the core experience, just to make sure it behaves as we're like in the wild as we experience it in a Twitch Rivals or in a kind of, you know, an invitational that we do at a show when we've got the full crews, their balance and stuff. And then obviously bringing in sloops is another one as well. So we've tested that in Insiders, and that's going to be coming in. So and that's a real change to the experience, and that gives a lot more people, I think, an option to come in as a 2 as opposed to having to find a 4.
Right.
But and then yeah, we're looking at just how do we make the session at the it starts at the moment and people can fall out just because they don't feel like they've got a chance after the first 5-6 minutes. We're looking at some tuning and balancing stuff so that we can try and give more people a chance of getting into that final 5-6 minutes and still feel like they've got a chance. So that's kind of one of the core gameplay improvements at the moment. And then I think we'll be looking at kind of the other kind of tweaks and changes. But that's our absolute core focus at the moment. So.
Was that a ship?
Good. Yeah, let's go sink these dudes, yeah?
I suppose
Okay.
Will there be more female cosmetics coming to the game?
Yes, there will. We've heard that feedback loud and clear. We sat down kind of almost the start of this second year of Sea of Thieves and sort of worked through kind of where we thought our cosmetics were missing and lacking, and that was a big bit of feedback. So yes, they will be coming.
Oh, they're firing at us. All
They
right.
are firing at us. Hello.
Pull this back sail.
Yeah, I was just blocking the ladder, but yeah, okay, you got
I'm
it.
gonna
okay.
I'm gonna go over there, and then you guys take an angle, and then just
Kind of soon. Soon.
kill one of them.
Oh,
There you
yeah,
go.
we just got
Good.
that.
There's a guy going to the crow's nest. He probably has a barrel or something.
Oh yeah, he does. He's got a mega keg, I think.
Oh shit. Drop.
he does,
You want
he
to
does,
drop
he does.
sail. Drop. Oh shoot. I don't have any more bullets. He's coming with a mega. Get it back. No, we're. All right, we got to repair. We got to repair something fierce. Oh. No way. I got to repair it. I'm gonna bucket.
I'm coming back to
I'm
the ship.
dead. I'm dead. I was.
I'm
trying to
bucketing.
Joe to repair when he comes back.
They
Coming,
sunk. They sunk.
Okay, yeah,
They're all
Just keep bucketing. I'll repair. Keep bucketing.
Hey, the gang's all hit.
There might be. They might still be alive. There's a guy on our ship. A guy on the ship. Bucket. No. So they sunk themselves. We sunk too. So we got to take them out.
Okay. I'm in the middle of the sea.
All right, he's dead.
We've got the robot though, haven't we? So
I didn't have any more ammo.
Someone asked you to point for them, please, Pace.
What's that to point?
Yeah, they want you to point for them.
Hell yes.
You know who it is on the chat.
I think they're doing an Athena if they had a mega cake, to be honest. They're going to be back too, so we just got to look out for them.
Folks in the chat want you to point like Pace, Joe.
Do they?
Yeah, do towards the camera.
Well, I want
Can we
a
get this?
Ferrari.
Can we get it full
Um,
screen, please, video guys? Joe will do that for you.
I don't know exactly how to do it.
Like that,
That's it. Just like,
Yeah.
what's your facial expression like though? What do you have to do? Like, what's that? Is that? Well, yours was better than mine.
Oh no!
I did point.
He did it.
People.
Oh!
What
Uh-oh.
was that?
Oh.
Oh, I just saw that song. I mean, frick.
Beep.
Banned. You get one. You get
No, I
one
never thought
F-bomb
about it
per
like that, where you've
PG-13
got
stream,
the
right?
cannon.
So All Day wants to know if you guys plan on adding any more curses, and if one of them can be a PvP curse.
PvP.
Well, where
Yes.
you just have the Reaper's mark on you as a single person.
Oh, that would actually be sweet.
If you just run around, you can just do it now, running around with a
That's actually an awesome
box
idea.
of wondrous
You should do
secrets.
that.
Yeah.
Again, it fits into fun things that we might do. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
as you can see, we like to do things that drive player encounters in the world, and that includes PvP, right? You know, this update specifically. As much as Steve wanted everybody to be like handing stuff to each other and being friends.
Over? Like, have I got time to go get it?
Oh,
It just makes sense to talk a new update on the day.
Wouldn't be a stream without me falling off the ship.
What was that?
I fell off. So I've always had this thought, because I know a lot of people fish now, and it's obviously tied into the hunter's call. Would it be hard, or even an idea, if you made trophy fish like an item, like a chest? so that like you could steal it, like if you sank a ship, versus it going down in the barrel and just being lost, or even recovered if you get your ship sunk.
Because they are quite rare, right?
Right?
Yeah.
It's something we'd have to discuss because it might be weird for them to behave differently.
Like
to
as a
other
food
fish.
and like as an
Yeah.
item. Yeah.
But because you can still steal them off people if they've got them in their inventory and stuff, right? But I guess
Right.
it's harder when the boat's sinking.
Question successfully dodged.
Which one?
Fish.
Well, it's like I just don't know the answer. like,
Yeah.
like, I don't
Or even
like.
like if like the barrel like floated to the surface or something, like
Yeah.
just some way that they're not lost in a sink, I guess.
Yeah, which again makes total sense. Like it does. Like both for the people who've maybe want a chance to get it back and stuff, right? So
Do you guys have any plans to try to get the amount of ships per server increased?
that would be a colossal amount of work because
Okay.
so basically our ships are the most expensive thing in the game, basically. Just in terms of complexity and memory and performance and stuff. So, like, just the way they're set up because of their, this big physics object, they've got all of these interactables on, all the different things you can interact with, the wheel, the capstan, the cannons, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, that's not something we have on our radar, and we are happy with the amount of ships that we have in the world as it stands. It's kind of not really a need for us at the moment, but
Gotcha.
I'm sure at some stage in the future that we might go and do that work. Less adding more ships or whatever, but more just actually performance side of things, sort of almost restructure how they're built and to give us performance kind of back that we can then go and spend. But what we'd spend it on would be kind of at our discretion, I guess. But,
Gotcha.
yeah, it's one of the challenges actually of just generally of ongoing development. Actually, is if you want to add stuff, you've got to find space for it, right? There isn't this sadly like endless supply of memory, and you can't just keep adding stuff without affecting performance. So we have to kind of make that decision.
Talking about affecting performance, Yo Dev. I like the informal start to this.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're reading the comments, but just to let you know, there's no texture on the bottom of ladders at docks. So there, that's like
Cancel the update.
Honest, isn't it? I've got the roaring goblin.
I call it the roaring garbage because it's a fake Magma's Grail, the one true king of loot. It fakes you out.
No, it's a highly collectible piece. So.
I think we've done pretty well on loot though. Like we've got most of the relics.
Are we headed to cash in then, or what's the deal?
Yeah, let's cash it in.
Weird stuff that people listen to that makes them
We need
can't-
a map,
can't-
alright.
don't understand.
Not ASMR.
ASMR, but basically that, just me and like.
Oh, Pace. What have you been doing on the map?
Got him.
Are we going to the right place?
Yeah.
Are you lying?
They just gotta go west.
Can't look at the map anymore.
I noticed one of you had this Shrouded Ghost title. Are the odds of Shrouded Ghost spawning entirely random, or are there certain factors that influence the odds of spawning? Lots of people seem to speculate about it.
Why don't you tell us, Pace, seeing as you're the only person with the Hunter of the Shrouded Ghost title?
Oh, let's take a look. Let's take a look here. What do you guys see right there? What do you think about that?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But they were.
May or may not have gotten the Shrouded Ghost while stealing a Gilded Athena from a crew. All 3 Athena chests at once and a Shrouded. I basically beat the game that day. I don't really think there's anything better than that.
That is pretty good.
Did they get mad when you stole their Athenas?
I don't suspect they were like, oh, well played, good sir.
And the Shrouded Ghost too! Do you think Skelly Sloops will ever roam free?
Who could say?
For certain.
Apart from the memory and performance gods.
Are you keeping an eye out for players like you, Pace? Or whatever?
Yeah.
There's a sloop over there, isn't there? But,
We've got no mermaids here, so I think we're alright.
Finally, Pace, like while we're cashing this stuff in, where can people find you?
So it's just Pace, Pace 22 on Twitch. I've got my socials, same on YouTube. and it's a little bit different from my other socials if they just want to see it on the channel. So
Yeah, get over there if you enjoy your PvP stuff, some tucking stuff. Then get on there and watch. So when do you tend to usually stream?
I normally start my stream about 5 or 6 p.m. Eastern, and then I usually go late till like maybe 1 a.m. Eastern.
And how often do you stream?
I stream every day except for Friday.
That's how you get mad skills. Okay, so while we're cashing in there, let's do the round out. Thank you very much for joining us. Remember, we'll be here next week, where we're going to be playing the final Tall Tale. I think we're going to play Shores of Gold. So tune in for that. And thank you very much for joining us in the stream, Joe. It's been a wee while.
And indeed, the Sea Daddy says good night.
And thanks, as always, Steve, for joining us again. A regular face now.
I know, it's like 3 weeks in a row. I think.
And thanks so much, Pace, for taking the time to come in and join us, and hopefully we'll see you again very soon.
Yeah, my pleasure. It was nice playing with the fellow E3 tournament champion again, you know? Gotta shout that out for Joe, you know?
There you go.
Water skills.
I wasn't going to mention it, but glad we overran now. Honestly, thanks so much for playing, Pace, and thanks for mentioning that. But yeah, an absolute pleasure as always, and thanks for being such an awesome supporter of Sea of Thieves. It genuinely means a ton to us. So
you're still streaming, right, Pace?
Yeah, I'm still live. I'm gonna get a shot of this. I'm gonna get a shot of this rare sale real quick.
Yeah, of course.
Turning towards the dock. Yeah.
Yeah.
You should go.
We should go and pose in front of it if you want to.
Oh wow. Well, how did that happen? That was weird. We're still anchored. It should be good.
Yeah.
There we go. It's pretty good. Blocks the light right there. The sails are sick, right? A photo with Little Ned. I love the random names. They're funny. Seaworthy. It's funny how many people don't know that's a feature, and they're like, "That's the same guy from last server. He's stream sniping you." And I'm like, no. I'm like, I gotta explain it. It's funny.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we'll get a good view of this.
Thank you so much, dude, for doing this.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
No, awesome, man. We will we'll see you out at TwitchCon.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we will. Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's that?
Yep, chat. It's all good. Perfect time.
I just remembered you on your stream, but yeah, all good.
That's all good. It's all good. Yeah.
See you later, dude.
Okay,
Yep.
nice one, dude.
Take care,
Okay.
guys. Thank you.
Yeah, cheers.
Bye.
All right. Have a good one. Yeah, chat. So I won't spoil too much. I had a meeting with the developers. We'll be doing some cool stuff at TwitchCon for Sea of Thieves. So yeah, I had a long meeting with them. I'm going to be doing some things with them, and they're going to have a booth. So yeah, I will be there. So if you guys are going to TwitchCon, make sure to stop by the Sea of Thieves area. I'll be there to meet and greet some of you guys. So amongst some other cool things that I won't mention, but it'll be there. So just gonna throw that out, which is actually a good time to do it.